So I still gotta say, I'm still gonna have to say, happy New Year to you guys. So basically, we're gonna talk about Chelsea right now and the situation that we have found ourselves at Chelsea, and of course, I know many Blue fans or Chelsea fans are not happy right now, myself included. I'm not a Chelsea fan, by the way, but I'm not happy with Chelsea. The way they've gone about things, and the situation has been it actually spiraled from is a spillover from the summer. The summer was they did a whole lot of bad businesses in summer. Thomas Tuchel could not gel into whatever I thought boldly is trying to do right now, and he was sacked ultimately. For me, Todd said it was not on footballing terms. But for me, in terms of in footballing terms, in strict footballing terms, I would have said I would have sacked Thomas Tuchel, honestly, which I know some people will criticize me for and say it's a little bit overboard, but I would definitely have sacked him. Getting Graham Potter, everybody at first thought it was a very good idea. I still think it is a good idea. It just needs time before he could overturn things. He did that at Norway, did that at Brighton and Hove. Took him time to gel and gave his identity to the team that he ultimately was managing, or should I say coaching. But in this situation, Chelsea has been bad in every way possible. This is a team that spent 170 million pounds on defenders, and I'm wondering how many defenders do you need? Rudiger left for free to Real Madrid, and as if that was not enough, they bought in Fofana for a ridiculous amount of money, 70 million pounds, if I'm not mistaken. They brought in Koulibaly as well. Things has not been really shaping up for them, in honest truth, even at the back, which used to be the major forte of Chelsea, at least during the Thomas Tuchel era. Right now, they play 16 games, won just seven, lost whooping five. I'll say whooping. I know it's not double figure, but this is Chelsea that we're talking about, former European champion, two-time European champions. They've won everything that it is in football. There's a major expectation from their client. I said client, from their from their fans on the team. A major expectation, and the expectation is to be in the front of every season. Let's go there. London is blue. We need to inject. We need to show these guys who runs the show. But right now, the show is actually running Chelsea. Chelsea cannot run the show. And a team that has a problem of creation and goal assists. And I'll buttress that with statistics. Chelsea has been averaging just 1.25 goals per game. And they concede 1.13 goals per game. That's just show you on both ends, at the both end of the team, or both end of the pitch, they have been ridiculous. I've compared that in sharp contrast to a club like City that had like 2.86 goals expected, and they were conceding just like 0 point something goals per game. It shows you a big gap, not in quality terms. I don't know why. I don't think footballers are apples. They don't go bad overnight. Footballers are not footballers are not damage goods. They are not things that we just okay. This guy was good last year, and suddenly 2 3 weeks after they are not good again. I don't agree with that, and I feel I was a little bit vindicated by what Akanziek did at the World Cup. Even Pulisic, what he did at the World Cup. Like these guys, if they are shown the level of confidence that they needed, if these guys are given that kind of role that will transform them, that will translate to more responsibilities, they can actually help this team. And I don't like throwing shades, but I've never been a supporter of Mason Mount. And Mason Mount was supposed to be the creative, creative player for Chelsea. He keeps making the same mistake. Everybody says he's industrious. Um, He can mark, he can run the whole end of the pitch, but it makes ridiculous decisions when necessary. Maybe there's always this argument that is modeling his game after Frank Lampard, but Frank Lampard times is wrong, goes into the areas to make those things. Lampard does not play ridiculous shots. Lampard does not play shots when he's not supposed to play shots, and that's what Mason Mount does every time. Let's compare Mason Mount with the big creative midfielders that we have in the Premier League. And I'll start with Martin Odegaard. I know currently is the best creative midfielder in the whole of EPL right now. But it's about the same age with Mason Mount. Mason Mount should understand that your strikers, they need that clear-cut chances that will be created. Not when they are in good positions, you decide to play shots. That the keeper will probably parry or probably just catch. That's ridiculous, and it's a worrying sign for not just the creative midfielder himself, but the front three that are in front of him. Because if I'm the striker and I'm expecting you to trade a true ball for me, and what you are doing every time is playing shots, I'm going to be frustrated. And the same goes for Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, he has become more of a problem for Chelsea more than a solution. You are playing Kai Havertz as your first nine or as your striker is a problem. Kai Havertz could easily be bullied off the ball. Playing him as a number 10, you are not sure what he's going to bring into the game. So Kai Havertz has become a little bit of a problem. Even me, I'm just analyzing, sitting down, and analyzing the game. I'm not there in the training all week long, but it has become more of a problem than a solution. Aubameyang did well at Barcelona last season. I don't know what exactly is happening with Aubameyang, but should still be playing should have some playing time in Chelsea as a striker ahead of Kai Havertz. That's my opinion. And the fact that Chelsea decided to sell Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku, send him out on loan to Inter Milan, it's just a ridiculous business analysis and business decision, or should I say, of footballing decision. It's wrong on all ramifications. You were not replacing these guys with potent strikers. You want to go into the season with Kai Havertz. On the creation level of things for Chelsea right now, Chelsea they've not who's creating the best assist that they've had came from Cucurella and Thiago Silva. Mason Mount is distant third with 2 assists as well for the whole of the season so far, and we played 16 games for both teams. It's a worrying sign. It's a ridiculous one, if you ask me. I don't know what Chelsea are going to do from this point onward. For me, I'll rather keep it simple. And I'll tell anybody that cares to listen. I'll rather keep it simple. I can play as a number 10. Christian Pulisic can play as a number 10. I have a goal scoring left forward in Raheem Sterling. I can bank on Raheem Sterling any day, anytime. Aubameyang, as bad as it might be, still has some goals left in him. Christian Pulisic playing on the right side of the front three. Sterling playing on the left side of the front three. Aubameyang through the middle. I play Akanziek behind him. They are missing Kante. Kante is not going to come back anytime soon. So it's left for them to play maybe Kovacic and Jorginho behind ZH. For me, I'll take a more drastic approach toward things right now. I'll see how it works out for me. They need that creativity. They need that spark of creativity. They need someone that can actually convert goals. Their goal against Nottingham Forest, it came off the woodwork and fell to the laps of Ryan Sterling for a tapping. And before then, they They labored against Bournemouth to win 2-0. So it's it's not a good scenario overall for Chelsea. But the situation, or should I say the solution, could be solved in house. They have the arsenal to actually solve these problems if they can look really inward. There are a lot of guys that can help them. In guys like Ziyech, Pulisic, just give them more responsibility. Put trust in these guys. Um, Graham Potter did it with Brighton and all. Nobody knew McAllister, um, Trossard, Cucurella, all those guys before he showed us what they can do. He even revived Danny Welbeck. Neil Mapau is a no striker. He gave him confidence, and the guy was revived at Brighton alone. If he can do that at Brighton, he can instill that philosophy. I think he can replicate that at Chelsea as well. He just needs to look inward. For me, Mason will either have to accept to play more as a creative midfielder or sit on the bench. I would not play Kai Havertz as my number 9 anymore, honestly. Worst is probably I'll play him off a striker. That's the worst situation possible that I would do. I wouldn't make the same mistake that Tuchel made. The defense has been shipping goals. They've not been as compact as they were. And fact will be laid at the stuff will be laid towards the fact that James Reese is off again. Chilwell is off as well. But they have a replacement in Cucurella. I'll play Chalobah as my right back or as Scribletta right now till James Reese comes back. But I can't, just the same way that I was seeing the problem at Liverpool, you can't base your football or your attacking football, your assists or creativities that they should come from the wing backs alone. It's not going to work. It wouldn't work in the long run, not at this level. And I hope Graham Potter is listening, or someone close to Graham Potter is going to tell him, yo, this is that time is telling you guys that we can't rely on our fullbacks for creativity. We need someone that can actually create stuff for us as a winger, a proper winger, or a left forward, whatever you want to call them these days, and an attacking midfielder. Even Kovacic will do a better job than what we see of Mason Mount in that attacking midfield role. And that's no disrespect to the talent of Mason Mount in any way, form, or fashion, but it's the sincere truth. And that's something that we need to see from Graham Potter if he wants to succeed. Chelsea is a big team and it's an iron and fire club type of club. They don't give you chances. They won't give you the kind of chance that Arsenal gave to Arteta. So the decision is now in the box, in the field, on the court of Graham Potter. He needs to act, and he needs to act fast. Because if he does not, he's going to be looking for a new job very soon.